We had a couple snares here in the brush, in the sage here along a couple of trails that were coming out. There's actually a stream that's tucked in back along there, and bobcats and coyotes were going there, and it's right off this road here in the desert. Got a really nice bobcat. It's a really nice bobcat in the mountains of Idaho. The sets were to the left of your screen, and some trails coming in off this road, like I said, into a small stream. It's a really nice bobcat. This is a textbook intersection. Behind me there's a drainage that comes up from the right, and another drainage that runs parallel with the road. So this is just a textbook intersection. I would have 3 or 4 traps at this spot. If there are areas where there are some there's traffic, hunters or guys running hounds, whatever, you might want to be careful. But this is just an excellent location for coyotes and bobcats. These roads run for a long distance, and there's a lot of sign here, so this is a really good spot to set. Here's another example of a nice intersection. 2 roads coming in together. This is something that caught my eye. There's a rock ledge here, so definitely would have 4 sets here for a possible bobcat situation, because they're running the edge of this rim here, and there's a rock pile up in there, and the main road runs for a long distance. Bobcats from this area have been bringing $300 or $400, so it's be a good bet to just put 3 or 4 here, and it's a nice little intersection. And this road actually runs right up in between these mountains, which acts like a natural funnel as well. So it's just another example of long lines of travel. Here's an excellent example of 3 drainages that come in and meet up with a desert road. There's 2 to your left of your screen, 1 to your right, and of course the road that comes into the center. The only problem with this is it's real difficult to narrow them down. So you put down a lot of scent, a lot of traps. 3 or 4 traps right in the center where the desert road ends is what you'd want to do. Got to put down a lot of scent. If it's legal in your area, maybe put a carcass pile. But it's difficult to narrow them down. You're in the desert. But there's 3 long lines of travel, 4 if you count the desert road. And these drainages go up over these ridges and continue down the other side. So we have 4 really good long lines of travel. They all converge in the center, but you want to make sure you can narrow them down. I'd have 4 traps about 10 foot apart, just so you make sure you are able to cover all the bases. It's an excellent location. This is a good example of a major funneling point. There are really steep sides here. This is a canyon, goes up in. This goes up in and ends at the base of the mountain. It goes up in about 2 miles, and we got a set right there and 2 on this side, because the coyotes are really using a cattle trail here, and another one to the left. We're really covering all the bases here. We're trying to narrow them down, but they're really using the cattle trail to the right, and also this desert road up through here. It's just a really deep funnel, and it's just a really good spot for coyotes and bobcats, because those are the 2 primary species through here. So it's a really deep funnel, and it's just a really good location. But we're covering all the bases with a lot of traps on both sides of the road, and the outfitter said that there was quite a few canines caught here last year when he ran. So Look for these funneling points if you're in the west. Deep, deep troughs. This is another view of where we were just at. You can see the deep drainage is coming in and this creek bed, how it runs down into this desert, way down through here. Just one more look at it. Sometimes the simplest sets are just right along a desert road, out of sight and out of mind. Got a nice coyote here. It's a young male, and just a really simple set right off the edge of the road. We were careful on the wind direction as to make sure that we got the scent and the set at the proper place for the wind direction. Really nice male coyote. There's a lot in this section. We're seeing a lot of sign.